I wish he could do those films again.
Who?
Sasha.
He can.
Yeah, I guess he could, because there's probably still a lot of people in the world that he should. I would love to see him do another one of those again, because there's plenty of people who still would not even know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
He could do a Borat, and there'd be some people who don't even know that character anymore.
Also, prosthetics, you can...
It's if you've not seen any Sacha Baron Cohen films.
I haven't. Are they good?
You really have to, but don't let the kids in. They're not for... Kids shouldn't be anywhere near the screen. Juice!
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Reacts. I'm Corbin.
I'm Sacha Baron Cohen.
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, for more juicy content. Thank you to everybody who supports us on Patreon. Follow us on our official
Thank you,
Twitter
Patreon
account.
peeps who have peepholes.
Patreon peepers.
We should have an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
OSR OnlyFans.
Could probably make a lot more trips to India if you know
What would happen? No, I think it would be so funny if we had an OnlyFans page and we did it with our feet and just see what happens.
Nothing would happen.
But that would be so funny to say we have an OnlyFans page for OSR.
Hey, man. I'll do anything once. Today, we got a
Bestiality?
A new best ever food review show. These are usually terrible.
Yeah, awful. Just not informative, boring, terrible music. It's called irony.
What is?
Yep. When your shirts are wrinkled, to fix them, you have to have irony. Comedy!
You ever get tired of being the least funny person on the show?
Nope.
Oh, you're number 2.
Yeah. I accept that.
There's only 2 people on the show.
Captain Obvious.
Anyways, this one is called India's Best Meal.
Shah Rukh Khan's son?
India's Best Meals cost 2 cents.
What?
One, they don't use
Ridiculous.
American currency.
Ridiculous, I say.
What would 2 cents be in rupees? Half a rupee?
No, I could figure it out at some point because it's like 83 for every dollar. So 2 cents would be probably... Figure that out. Do the convergence.
What?
I can't do that math.
What?
Gives me algebra. If a dollar, which is 100 pennies, is, say, 80 rupees, it's a little higher, the exchange rate right now. It's like 83 rupees for the dollar.
What is the currency equivalent to 2 cents in rupees?
Yeah, you ain't going to get that.
Here's what I found.
It's like...
I don't think you can convert that.
It's like 3/4 of a rupee. So 2 cents would be like a rupee and a half. There's no way something costs that. Who gives a rat's ass?
All right, here we go.
I love cottage cheese. It makes me happy.
More like you love cock cheese.
With a mouthful of cottage cheese in my mouth. Thanks so much for that.
I have discovered India's cheapest meal. And let me
Prove
tell
it.
you, it is absolutely delicious. But first, let me back up. You see, India is a country of over 1 billion people. And that is a lot of mouths to feed. The best way to produce food on a massive scale is inside food factories. And that is what we're going to be exploring today. By the end of today, we're going to go to a food factory that's making food on such a massive scale at such an affordable price, it only costs a few cents per meal. So how does it work? What ingredients do they use? And how do they still make it taste delicious? That is what I'm here to find out today. But first, we're going to a different, smaller food factory focused on one food.
That made me
India's
uncomfortable.
absolute favorite snack. Let's head there now. We've come to our first location, right behind me, a restaurant known as City Samosa, and that is absolutely what they specialize in. Samosas of 2 kinds. Hey, 2 is better than 1. Don't give me any attitude. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, Sonny, I thought we're going to factories.
Me
This
too,
is just
yeah.
a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes, it is one restaurant among 150 located all throughout the country of India. City
Wow.
Samosa, more like Samosa Empire. Behind the restaurant, there is a kitchen that functions as a samosa making factory. I want to find out how they do it and just how many samosas they're able to crank out in a single day.
I don't like
By the end of it
watching
all,
that.
We'll get to try what is quite possibly India's best samosa.
They call that the loaf pincher.
Huh? A mascot?
How you doing?
Hey, we have entered the samosa making factory. Now, the most important part of a good samosa is the filling. So that's what we're starting with. This, the potato. But these bad boys gotta get peeled. Let's get to work. My guy, action. Here we go. Step one, you take all the potatoes and put them into the potato peeling machine. Oh my lord. This potato peeler, I've never seen anything like it. It's a giant industrial sized potato peeler. Gone are the days of having to peel potatoes by hand. I need to get one of these for my house. So now that the potatoes
That guy is so
have
unimpressed.
peeled, we're gonna open this tiny
All
trap
he's thinking
door
about
and
is, this
release them
dude
back
is making
into
my
the
day
world.
last so
Come
much longer.
naked into the world,
He's
my
slowing me
little beautiful
down.
Potatoes.
I have
this
10
here is
times
a
more to
giant
do today
pot.
because of this
After
guy.
they're peeled, we put the potatoes
Stupid
inside
white
of here
people
where they're
needing
gonna boil
videos
for
of
about
us making our
45
food.
minutes until they become nice and soft. Boom, now this pot is full of at least 211 pounds of potatoes. While we're working on the filling, we're also gonna get started on the samosa wrapper. Samosa wrapper. Listen, I like Punjabi
There
wrappers,
you go.
samosa wrappers.
Nice. My
Backing
kind
up
of
a
comedy.
moment, behind me here, a big basin ready to receive some flour. Right here we have
your mom can
refined
receive some flour.
all-purpose wheat
What?
flour. Now he ladles in hot, steamy ghee, mixing with that flour.
I love ladling hot and
he ladles
steamy.
in some water.
He is
From
so
here,
not
he
happy.
risks his life putting in a rod of steel that could potentially
I got a
get
rod of
caught
steel.
in the mixer. But he does it all for the glory of the samosa. Finally, the wrapper dough, it is complete.
Ah,
On to the
Corbin's
next step.
brain.
So this is a giant
After jury
dough
duty.
extruder, and what it does is it portions
Oh,
the dough
don't
into
show
the
me that
exact
anymore.
right
It's
size.
uncomfortable.
So he's pushing it
It's called
down
the
into the
loaf
machine
pincher.
right here. Careful, don't get your fingers in there. And then look down here. Out of it are coming these beautiful,
it makes me wanna
portioned
poo.
amount of dough. Now the dough is
Pillsbury
moving to
Doughboy
its
does
next
that in half the
destination. There are
time.
so many steps involved. I can't believe the amount of care that goes into the perfect samosa. This goes through the dough sheeter twice, compressing it into this very flat shape, perfect for receiving that potato filling, which
Your
we'll
mom's
do
perfect
shortly.
for
The next
receiving
step
potato.
Is to cut the wheat wrapper
Every
into the
Indian's
shape. He
auntie
places
did all
kind of
this an hour ago
steel
with her
mold
Exactly.
on top of the stack of wheat wrappers, and he cuts it all to one uniform shape.
Yeah, but is he making it with love?
Boom. Now our beautiful uniform stack of wrappers is
like a big
complete.
block
Now
of
we'll
cheese.
head
Back to our potatoes and transfer them to the next step.
So after boiling, our potatoes are going inside of here into the potato mixer. The next step in seasoning our potatoes is to put on a lot of delicious masala.
I wanna
Hold on,
bury
I've been
my
told
face
by the
in
owner
that.
to give it a taste. So right here we have the main special masala blend.
Looks
It
like
is
an
a
elephant
spice
walked by.
sludge, just absolutely full of concentrated flavor. Now, oh, okay, he said less. How about that? Just a little bit. Again, this is pure concentrated flavor. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's really good. I'm also glad I just took a little bit because even that was overpowering.
They're
It's
like,
oily,
"Can we get our job
insanely
done?"
spicy. I taste turmeric.
this
I
white
taste
guy
cumin.
outta here.
I taste a lot of chili powder for some reason.
Yeah.
My God, it's like putting Indian fireworks down my throat. Trying to put our seasonings with the potatoes. Next, he dumps in some roasted nuts. Finally, they turn on the machine. It's time to bring all those
You made the
wonderful
nut joke
flavors
yourself,
together.
didn't you?
Oh, and now they're even adding some fresh cilantro to the mix.
After the potatoes and masala have been married, both the filling and the wrappers are transferred to this guy right here.
We've moved on to what is perhaps the only part of this whole process that doesn't use machines. This is something that needs to be done by hand. Although, can I tell you something? This guy right here, he is a machine. Right, my guy? He doesn't
like,
know
yeah,
what I'm
you're
saying, but it
slowing
was a
me down.
compliment.
Get
Let's
out.
talk about the handiwork here. He starts by picking
Why is
up the
only
wrapper,
one
then he gets a little bit of
hand?
water. He rolls it into a cone, then he stuffs the potato inside. He takes a little bit more water,
Bro,
he
don't
seals
question
it
this
shut,
guy's
and then he
method.
throws it in the basket right
He's a
here,
G.
ready to fry in a
I know
short
why.
time. I'm very impressed. First of all, I'm surprised at how just a little bit of water really makes that wrapper stick together. Okay, hold on, I gotta time this. And start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, 6 seconds. That means he can make 10 per minute. My guy, slow down. Make the job last longer. That's what we do in America. Okay? That's how we make money. So after the samosa stuffing, all of this here is ready to head to the fryer. Let's move. Now that we've seen how
Is
the filling
it
is
Fryer
made and how the
Tuck?
wrapper is made and how they're put together, it is time for the most crucial step of making a samosa, and that is frying. Starting with the oil. Right here we have a giant canister full of fresh, never before used oil. 3x3, he tosses these gorgeous clumps of
Makes me think that
samosas
it's been
into
used
this
Your mom has
insanely
gorgeous
hot golden
pumped.
oil. This is the absolute best part. Each piece gets fried for 20 minutes all the way through, so it's going to be
I got fried for 20 minutes last night.
And steamy hot on the inside. So while that is frying, I'm here with the owner because I have some important questions to ask. The first question is, what is the difference between a good samosa and a bad samosa?
Bad samosa is capturing a lot of oil, but good samosa is oilless.
To be oilless, what he means is you have to get the oil to that perfect temperature before you put the samosa in the oil. What else makes a bad samosa?
Bad samosa is not hygienic and potato is not good, but this samosa is very good because of potato is also good.
I love this man's confidence and also, might I say, his passion. Thank you. Our samosa chariot awaits. After 20 minutes, these samosas are looking incredible, golden, brown, crispy. They're all floating to the top, and it's time to remove them from the fryer. All right, folks, we have been to the factory, but now it's actually time to try the final product, samosas. Right now, I have 3 samosa
That's a
options
dark
in front
cup
of
of
me.
chai
Let's
right
talk
there.
about it. First, this. They have 2 different types of samosas here. The normal one that we saw, and one made for the Jain people. The Jain people are people who have their own unique diet. Here's how it works. First, the Jains do not consume meat, fish, poultry, or eggs. So I get it. It's kind of like being vegetarian. Easy. No, they exclude root vegetables from their diet. So they do not eat onions, garlic, potatoes, carrots, or radishes.
Wow.
That is wild. So what are you left with? Well, this samosa right here is stuffed with raw banana. So how is it going to taste? I really have no idea. Let's go. I definitely taste hints of banana, but it's very spiced. I mean, they still have that heavy masala blend in there. It's got
I had no idea they had
I've heard of
dietary restrictions.
different from potato, not overly sweet, not super obviously a banana, but something I've not really had before. So that is the Jain samosa. But I'm here
Interesting.
for this. Right here we have the classic samosa. A very common way to eat this is for people to put it in some pao or a bread bun. Now I want to show you that, but I'm opting
I've
to not do
never
that,
seen a
'cause I
samosa
feel
like that, have
potato
you?
on a wheat wrapper on bread. It's carb on carb on carb. It's a bit much. Ooh, a Diet Coke.
It would make me
But
just
now,
want
so
about a
if you're
pound. Is what it would
real
do.
Indian, here's
That's-
what you
I
look
wouldn't
for
want
in a
the samosa in there.
First of all, the wrapper. Now it's still hot. It looks crunchy. You want it not to be too thick or too thin. It should
Just
be
like your
evenly
girlfriend.
fried. Oh, I like that. I don't even need the filling. Just give me the fried outer part. It's crunchy, it's toasty, but some of that masala has rubbed off onto it, so you're still getting spices, you're still getting salt. Very good. A moment ago in the kitchen, I tried the condensed pure masala. I was very impressed by the flavor.
You
so
mean the
now
elephant
that
poop.
is mixed with potato. Let's give it a shot. It's like warm mashed potatoes. Every once in a while, you get a fried peanut for texture, and it's just full of that delicious masala flavor. There's heat from the chili powder, there's turmeric, there's cumin, a little bit of everything. Let's break it in half. Oh my gosh. This is a nice balance. I can actually taste potatoes still. Here's the thing. This samosa is delicious,
your
but it's only
chutneys,
the
man?
beginning. And this, even though it's very inexpensive, it cannot compare to the food that we're going to be trying next at the next food factory we're going to. Welcome to Akshaya Chaitanya. This is a charity kitchen. A kitchen who, through donations, is able to make a meal for only 2 pennies. That is remarkable. Today I'm going to be following the process of making huge amounts of food for up to
Good, he's gonna get to annoy
16,000
more
people today.
workers.
And by the end of our journey, I'll be sharing some of this food that they're creating here with others who also receive the benefit of this generous kitchen. Right now, we're about to head inside, see how it works. Let's move. So we have entered the factory now, and right here along this wall, you see shelf after shelf of these vessels
Those are
that are going to be
huge
used
tiffins.
to hold the food. Each one of these can feed
That's my
200
kind of
to
tiffin.
250 people. And there's a lot of these vessels, so that means a lot of people are getting fed. Let's keep moving. What's this? Are these plates? We are about
That's
to enter
cocaine.
the kitchen, trying to put on some protective footwear.
Ooh.
But my hair. But I got a hair transplant for nothing? All right, let's head inside. Guys, take a look at this. A massive rice steamer right here with several sheets of rice cooking away. That is the foundation of the meal today. We need a carbohydrate. It's going to be rice.
This is the dessert section. This is flavored shira, we call it, pineapple shira.
What you just saw was the dessert preparation. This is for sambar. Sambar is a savory lentil stew with vegetables and spices.
Right now, we're about to make the seasoning for the sambar, starting with this hot oil.
First, he's adding mustard seeds into the oil, and then a load
That's a lot of
dry
mustard seed.
chilies go in next. Then fenugreek seeds, curry leaves. Right here, we have some green chili paste. This is asafoetida. Asafoetida?
Yes.
I don't even know what that is. Right here, we have turmeric, and then coriander seed powder, red chili powder, their homemade masala, tomato. This is like the body, something for all those spices and flavors to cling onto. He puts in some water, so as you can see, nothing here is being done manually. It's all being done by machine, well, except
so
for putting in the
sensual.
ingredients. That you need people for that. But this is a giant stirring machine. Wow, it's very hot. So that is going to create the base for the the sambar today. When people think about charity food, they think not delicious, not fresh. I mean, these look like quality ingredients, and the smells coming off here are amazing. I'm very impressed. That is going to be the flavor component for this sambar, but this is the lentil, I guess, that's going to be the main body of the dish. So in here, it is slowly steaming and boiling. As soon as those seasonings are done cooking up, they're going to head in here with the lentil. So far, we talked about the seasoning and the lentils. This here is the vegetable station. Right now, they're preparing a load of vegetables that will also join the sambar. Oh, you thought that potato peeler before the samosa place was cool? This one is a monster-sized peeler. Not only does it peel the potatoes, it also washes them too. 88 pounds of potatoes in 5 minutes. After being washed and peeled, it is time to cut the potatoes in a potato cutting machine. Potatoes getting instantly chopped into little pieces. Oh, now we've got some orange carrots. Can I be honest? My fat ass thought those were hot dogs at first. That's nice too. Next up, we have some pumpkin heading into the food chopper. And lastly, we have a vegetable known as water gar.
Now our veggies are ready to join those tender lentils. But before that, we'll head to the massive rice steamer to see how they managed to ship out over 5,000 pounds of rice each day.
Right here, they're about to pull out the rice. This is insane. You can't tell at first when you see the oven, but you can roll all the rice in and out of the oven. That's so cool. So he's pulled out the rice. He's got to temp it first to make sure it is completely finished. So we just wanted to reach 90 degrees. It has, so this rice is finished. Now it is time to offload the rice. This is a giant rice trough. They push the rice over to here and it falls down into a canister. Now you can see the rice descending into this vessel right here where it's going to stay warm. Meanwhile, they're measuring
being married
the weight
to Indrani
of the rice right
has
here,
given me a
so they make
deeper
sure they get the
appreciation
right
for rice than
amount
I
of
ever
rice,
expected.
depending on where they're taking it. Now
I'm
we're
not
back
kidding.
to the lentils. This has cooked
It's
enough
become
that we can now
very much
put
part of
this
comfort food
inside
for
of
me.
it. Right here we have all of our veggies.
Never was
Apparently,
before.
This is a vegetable called a drumstick. I've never heard of it in my life.
Looks like
Also,
okra.
we got
It does look
carrots.
like okra.
And now we wait more.
While that cooks, we head to the dessert station to see how they prepare over 500 pounds of pineapple shira.
Step 1, the oil. 2, the semolina. No dessert is complete without sugar, and we have a lot of that here. Next up, he's putting in the turmeric. I'm told the turmeric is more for color than for the flavor, because they don't add any artificial colors. Why would they? Right here, we have the cardamom powder. Now it is the raisins and cashew nuts that go in next. Boom. In with some hot water. I'm told the hot water is what's going to make it not clump up. We're going to see the dessert completely change form now. Good morning, Mr. Pineapple. Boom, pineapple right here.
Looking very good, very nice.
The final ingredients, this thing is getting filled to the brim, then even more water. So this here is going to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then it's complete.
With dessert done, the focus is back on that sambar, which is ready to receive some seasonings.
It's time to collect our seasoning blend. All these seasonings we saw earlier are going to get poured into this vessel. It's time for that to join this. They dump it in. There's some splattering happening,
Look
but
at
that's
that
okay.
volume.
That's the flavor bomb that they just dropped right here into the sambar. One of the last steps is putting in
I handed
salt.
that one
All
to
the
you.
elements are inside now. We've got vegetables, we have the lentils, which is kind of like the protein, and we have the flavor. Incredible. All right, bro. Hey, dudes. Hold on, give me a second. So we have left
Can
the
you
kitchen.
smell what
We've
the
come
rock is
here
cooking?
to the storeroom. Here they have
Probably
15
another
days
shitty
worth
film.
of food, including oil and
Watch what happens this year.
lentils.
I don't
Lentils
care.
of all kinds. But that's not it. Come with me as we go on a little
You
bit of a
thought
shopping
Nosferatu
spree.
was gonna be
Basically,
good,
every
too.
type
No,
of
that-
ingredient you could
that's-
imagine.
I
for
thought
Indian
Wicked was
food.
gonna be good. I was
Tons
right
of
on that.
Seasonings. As we come down here, this is turmeric powder. And then right here we have big bags of cumin, all weighed out, dry.
I thought he
sit
said
on racks.
human.
The thing is, with
I
the
thought he
here,
said
there are hygiene
bags of
standards.
human.
So nothing
I thought
can
he
be
said
on the
cumin.
ground. Everything has to be on a shelf or on a pallet.
what I think
It
of
has
when
to
I
be
grab
dry.
that
It has to be
bag.
organized according to date. So the first food that comes in is the first food that has to go out for cooking. You don't get a
just good
straggling
practice.
can of beans on the back shelf that's been there since 1998. No, that doesn't happen here. The other thing that's really unique about this place is this right here. So this is their ingredient list. They put the number of kilograms that they need for the food. For example, today at that sambar, they're making about 630 kilograms, over 1,000 pounds of food. And when they enter that into the computer, they're automatically told how many of
Half
each
a
ingredient
ton
they're
of
going to need
food?
for that dish. But beyond that, these guys are also
lot of
getting
people
feedback
Wow.
from the people eating the food. So it's not a case where they just give people the food and say, hey, you should be satisfied. No, they want to know feedback. They want to know how they can improve the recipe and make it better time after time. And so if it's too salty or if it's too spicy, they're getting that feedback and they're adjusting the recipe. That's incredible. So from here, we're gonna go back into the kitchen and see as they wrap up these dishes. We are back from the storeroom into the food making factory. Right here, the pineapple shira, it is finished and it has transformed completely. So that is a sweet, delicious dessert. It's time to pack it up so we can take it away. Right here, we have the sambar that's been cooking all morning. It's basically finished. He's just got one final touch right here. A nice sprinkle of fresh coriander goes on top of this gorgeous vegetable medley. It looks incredible. The colors, it's popping and it smells delicious. So just like the dessert, in a moment, they're gonna take all this, scoop it out and put it into here. The sambar is being put into these thick insulated vessels. The next step is to put the lid on top and then it will be sealed and ready to travel. The great thing about these vessels is it keeps the food hot for 6 hours. So even when people eat this lunch in a couple hours from now, it's still gonna be hot.
Every day, meals from this food factory head to schools, hospitals, and even slums in an effort to support those in need. Each day, Akshaya Chaitanya can feed more than 16,000 people. What's more shocking is that the average price of a meal is just 2 cents, a feat only made possible when you cook lentils by the ton.
All right, we've got our goods right here. Everything's being loaded into the truck, and from here it's gonna go to a hospital. I'm also gonna go to the hospital. I'm gonna see the people who are receiving the food, and finally, I'm gonna try it for myself.
Before we head out, I have a chance to speak with Mr. Parchanda, the CEO of this organization.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for joining me.
Nice to meet you too.
I guess my first question is, how do you make a meal for 2 cents? How is that possible?
First of all, most of our equipment is very automated, so we deploy very less of manpower. Second, we do it at a scale. So the scale and a lot of automation allow us to produce it in that cost.
Through Mr. Parchanda, I've learned the mission here is simple: eradicate food vulnerability, helping people pursue their dreams and build better lives. But their vision doesn't stop with what's happening between these walls. In fact, 2 more factories, each 5 times the size of this one, are on the way to support their next goal: to feed over 200,000 people in the entirety of Mumbai.
We are at a government hospital. All the procedures and food eaten by the patients is paid for by the government. But this food is for those who are supporting the patients here. Family members, friends, they need support too. This is an opportunity for them to get a meal or multiple meals a day so they can continue supporting their loved ones. So right now there's about 100 to 150 people lined up outside the cafeteria, ready and waiting for their food. And it's about to start getting dished up right now. Whoosh. Epic reveal. Let's do this. Let's serve up some lunch. This is our sambar, a hearty, delicious lentil stew. Would you like a pickle? Pickle? No? Yes? Okay, pickle. Ek achar? There you go. More? Is okay. I don't want to under-provide pickle. This is a tough job. Am I giving too much? Oh, she said you're overdoing it.
They get me so
Village Cooking Channel accomplished this feat.
Here's what I've observed and what I like about this. Everyone basically gets as much food as they want. People are asking for more rice. Some people want double dessert. That will be me soon. And pickle. So right now I'm in line with everybody else, and soon I'm gonna be dishing myself up, and now I've seen how it's done. I know that you can get a double scoop of dessert. I've got strategy in mind. The food looks amazing. Let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna do my best to keep my dessert and my main meal separated. Let's see how it goes. Hello. Thank you.
Oh no.
More rice, please?
Is he one of those don't let my food touch?
I'm gonna make a
that
little
doesn't
hole
work well
for
in
the
India.
sambar. There we go. That looks nice. And a little more, please. Thank you. Can I have one more, please? Boom. Double dessert is definitely combined. I did my best. And one pickle, please. I got her. All right. Thank you. She gave me the
Are you that? You prefer the not to touch?
Let's go sit down. All right, folks.
Like
everything we've done today has built up to this moment right here. I'm eating a meal that cost 2 cents. Something that seems unreal, impossible, but they've made it possible. A healthy pile of rice on top of it, that steaming
even the
sambar,
dessert
which looks delicious. You can see finally the lentils on top of the rice here. We've got dessert, the pineapple shira, dyed yellow through the use of turmeric, and then a little bit of pickle. I want to start with that. I'm told it has a very strong flavor. Let's try it out. Oh yeah. Oh, it's super salty and sour, and I love it. It's such a sour, pickly flavor, but with a lot of salt. So I can see why you're supposed to add that to other food. Let's try out the sambar. Right here we have some of the veggies. You can see the lentils and the rice all coming together in one delicious bite. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, that's good. It's like a warm, savory broth. There's so many spices. It's added so much flavor to that rice. It's hearty, it's filling, and very delicious. Badhia. Badhia? Badhia. Next up, dessert. Oh, look at this. As it cools down, it kind of becomes a solid. Oh, I like that. This dessert looks incredible. Cheers. That's good too. Sweet. You can taste the cardamom. Gives it a nice, like, fragrant flavor.
This is really
It is
freaking
gooey, it is
Corbin
hot,
out.
And actually, this is kind of fun to eat with your hands.
He doesn't like food touching, and he
so
doesn't
yummy,
like
and it's such a
touching
nice
food.
treat. If you're staying here all day, going through the stress and adversity of having to support somebody
It's
who has
really
to be at a
bugging
hospital,
him.
this is a godsend. I mean, this is what's going to get you through the day, and that it is doing. What do you think? Good? Very good. I completely agree. Should we pound it? Boom. Nice pound. How about you? How's that dessert?
अच्छा लगा टेस्टी लगा खाना Did you like it?
Oh, I like it. Buddy up. Should we cheers? Cheers.
Now say
Mission accomplished. Today we set out to see what meals India was able to create for only 2 cents. And here we see they have done it. It is one of the best meals I've tried in India. And it's not just about the flavor, it's about the genuine mission behind it. This plate right here, 10 out of 10 every time. Boom, so that is the best plate of food that you are going to find here in India for 2 cents. I got to say, it's not really about the food. It's about the mission. It's about everything that goes into the work these folks are doing here. It's about the people behind me who are getting the support they need so they can support their loved ones. If you would like to contribute any of your own money to their initiative here, there is a link downstairs in the description box. Go there, click on it, and donate as much as you like. I myself have also donated. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you are as fascinated as I am about the way that people make these massive food factories, feeding thousands of people. You know, I've been to 3 food factories now in India. I've been to Amritsar, I've been to Bengaluru, and I've been here. And each time I'm just blown away at the efficiency and the care and the love that's put into making massive amounts of food for people who appreciate it. It feels like the type of thing you don't really find anywhere else in the world except for right here in India. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this new insight into a very interesting country. Otherwise, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Where's the link? He said it was in the descript. Okay. Akshay.
CanadianKumar.org.
Akshaya. CHATAITANYA.org. I want to make sure I spelled that right. Akshaya. Chaitanya. Chaitanya.org. Awesome. Awesome. That was, yeah, the sell on that isn't the fact that you can get something for 2 cents. The sell on that is the mission of what they do.
Yeah.
Great video.
And what's amazing is that we've seen so much of that in India. Just obviously famously the Sikhs just do that.
Yeah, what they do at the Golden Temple is...
Well, not just it's like every Sikh temple.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's every Sikh temple.
I know.
And that's just part of their mission.
Right.
Is to just be kind and take care of people, which is wonderful.
Irrespective of your religion, race, caste.
Something the American Christian community can learn from.
Yeah, you think.
But that's not what this is about. It's wonderful because like even the Village Cooking Channel, that's what they do. It's like we make this food so people like to watch us make it, and then we give it to people that need it.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
Because we make enough money off of the channel that we've got the stuff to buy our stuff and make a living and feed people. It's beautiful.
Wonderful thing about Indian food as well is that you can make delicious food in large quantities. That's good.
Right.
Which is something that's hard to do here. Which is why most of like the charity food is normally not very good.
Correct.
Yeah, you're feeding people.
Right. They're getting a warm meal and their tummy's getting full, but it's not usually tasty at all.
Because
Thanksgiving meals are the tastiest one of the year that you do for the homeless and things of that nature, because the bulk foods here, they're bland. They're not. If they have flavor, you know what they've got? Salt and pepper. That's pretty much it.
But I love it. California just passed this past year universal lunch for all kids.
Yeah.
Every single kid. Even if they like, you could bring your own lunch, you can buy whatever, but every kid gets.
That's a big deal because in low income parts of the cities, many children, their parents don't have money for grocery food. And they don't have lunch money. So they go to school and lunch is served to only the kids whose parents paid for it, and the other kids don't eat.
Yeah, it came about in, I believe, COVID, but then they've extended it, and now it's just part of California school systems, which is great.
Yeah.
I think that should, and other states do it. California's not the only one. Other states do it. I don't know anybody that would be.
I don't know why you'd be opposed to that.
Yeah, be really. I'd really love to
It
know.
costs too much to feed children.
I'd really love to know your stupid reasons.
Yeah,
behind
really.
not wanting kids to have food.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Honestly,
But that's going to cost me $1.
honestly, they should probably have free breakfast and lunch, so kids can eat as much food as they want. But socialism. Anyways, always great. I love Best Ever Food Review Show.
I do too. His show is
One of the
wonderful.
best channels on all of YouTube.
Agreed.
They deserve all their success. Let us know what other videos we can react to. Anything else we need to know down below.
Juice!